Welcome back to another empowering episode of Real Talk in My Rooms, where we dive into the real stories behind pursuing passions and living a life full of purpose. Today, I have the immense pleasure and honor of introducing a very special guest, someone who's not only a powerhouse of talent and dedication, but also one of my dearest friends, Bri Santigate. Bri is the epitome of versatility, mastering the arts of balancing life as a travel advisor, professional dancer, dance teacher, Pilates instructor, and adept social media manager. Beyond her professional accolades, she's a devoted dog mom and, above all, a friend with a heart of gold. Her journey is a testament of what it truly means to live life doing what you love, embracing every opportunity with open arms and a genuine soul. Join us as we unravel Bri's inspiring story, the lessons learned along the way, and how she juggles her multifaceted career with incredible grace. Bri, thank you for being here and for sharing your journey with us. Welcome.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. What an intro.
Right?
That was so nice. Thank you.
I love you. You're amazing.
I love you.
So I have some questions that I want to ask you, but everyone just expect we might go off topic a little bit because
that's just what we do.
We always have great things to talk about, and then it just like unravels. So let's dive into question number 1.
Let's do it.
So Bri, can you share the moment you realized that combining travel with your passion wasn't just a dream, but could be a reality? How did that revelation change your approach to your work and life?
I obviously travel for dance, but now having travel as a part of like a different career, so I'm a travel advisor, and this position just kind of landed in my lap. Again, found it through social media, the power of social media, and just like scrolling through my stories one day, saw a repost of like High Access Travel is the company looking for an assistant. So reached out, did the whole interview process, and I really clicked with the owner. I'm her assistant, but I'm also helping people book their travel and go to these amazing places, and I guess
you're doing it all.
Yeah, like it's just crazy how well it connects. I obviously go to all of these beautiful places for dance and stuff, so it just makes sense.
Of course, it's like you have the experience, and like you can personally recommend things.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I do that all the time. Like if I know a friend or family is going, or they know they're going somewhere, they reach out to me and they're like,
Bri knows everything.
Can you tell me where to go for this? And I'm like, yeah, like go to this place in Madrid.
But also Bri should start a blog on travel because she also knows like what you need to bring, what you shouldn't bring, how, like all the things.
I'm a list person, so like I have a a to-pack list in my notes specifically for like traveling.
I love it. So how do you like the fact that it all falls like hand in hand with each other? Do you feel like, okay, this is what I was expecting myself to be doing? Or did you think that you were going to be doing something a little different right now?
I really didn't know what was going to happen after college because the arts, like in being a dancer, it's so up in the air and it's never consistent. Obviously, a job only happens for so long. So even with Nikki Jam, like I didn't know that I was going to be on this tour for the last 3 years. I'm doing it now, which is absolutely incredible. Like I thank God every day.
Yeah, like that's such an amazing opportunity.
Yeah, usually people go on tour for like a couple of weeks, maybe a few months, but then it's over.
Right.
So like just having the continuous opportunity of doing it is
they're lucky to have you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I am lucky to be here, and I'm also valuable.
Did COVID impact you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was so hard to do anything. Like, people weren't performing. I was teaching dance. It was just virtually over Zoom, and it was, like, crazy. Like, my dog's walking in front of the screen, and, like, I'm trying to teach these kids, and they're like, oh, my God, your dog's so cute, which he is, obviously, but so distracting.
Cash is the best.
He's an angel. I didn't know where I was going to be.
Yeah.
I graduated with my BFA in dance. I went to the first audition, which was the Jets flight crew. I wound up making it. I did that for 2 seasons, which another amazing opportunity. And then it was COVID. And then shortly after COVID, I just started like booking these things because I was posting a lot on social media and putting myself out there and just, yeah.
And so was that, you were also on So You Think You Can Dance, or
yes.
right?
So yeah, I did that. TV was really cool. That, you know, it's Fox. But I feel like going back, like in hindsight, I wish I would have done that experience a little different. Just like we were learning and I was so stressed about learning and knowing the dance that they would be like, hey, do you want to do an interview? And I was like, no, I have to learn this dance. And I should have been like, yes, like let's talk. Yeah. But no, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason, though.
Obviously, it's taken me to this place in my life, and everyone, when I see them, or if I haven't seen someone for a while, they're like, how are you? And I really cannot complain. Like, I feel like life has just fallen in such a great place for me, and I really am so happy and just thriving. And
everything you're doing all aligns.
Yes, exactly.
It all goes with each other.
It's perfect.
From the social media management to the dance to the Pilates to the travel, like everything just goes together. Yeah. Like you couldn't ask for better. And you model.
Yes, I do that too. I mean, there's so many hats. Like I feel
literally
like I'm just so flexible. Like
that's why your business name is what?
It's called All Things BNS.
That's right.
Yes.
And also, we're going to say this again at the end, but, like, where can everybody find you? Just in case they're, like, on their phone now and they're like, let's see.
Yeah, my handles mostly for everything are at Bri Santigate. And my last name is Santigate with one I. Bri Santigate.
One I.
Yes.
In your journey of traveling while doing what you love, what has been the most unexpected lesson you've learned? And how has it shaped your perspective both personally and professionally?
You just have to be prepared for anything. You can go into a situation thinking it's going to happen one way, and then it may go that way, or it can go in a completely opposite direction. And I feel like going into anything with an open mind and just being prepared for anything just allows you to be present in that experience instead of like thinking about it one way, and then when it doesn't happen, you're either upset or like you're sad, whatever. I feel like, yeah, just being open-minded and like, this is going to be the best thing ever.
So good.
Regardless of what happens, you know,
so
it just has to be the best thing ever.
Right.
So.
Mindset's huge for you.
I am a huge mindset. Like, just, I believe in what you think about, you bring about. So if you're like constantly like, I don't know, why does this happen to me? Bad things always happen to me. Like, bad things are going to continue to happen to you. But if you're like, okay, that one bad thing happened to me, but look at all the great that's in my life and look at all the good. Like,
what did I learn from it?
Yeah, exactly. What do I learn from it? Like, how can I make
You literally
this
just said that before.
Yeah. Not like toxic positivity. Because I'm like realistic, you know? Like, if something shitty happens, you know, that's shitty.
You also need to feel your, you know, feel the emotions.
Your feels.
Yeah.
But just try to like keep your mind in a good place. That's like what I really strive for.
What are 1 to 2 things that you would say are like non-negotiables for your mindset? What are 2 things that you would say are like a must do?
Well, I really always try to start my day like what kind of we were talking about before with the what you're grateful for. Like I really like to start with 3 things that I'm grateful for, whether it be the coffee in my hands, like, you know, the warm bed that you just got out of, or, you know, the food that you're eating, whatever it may be. Those couple of things that you're grateful for really just like starts you on the right foot of the day. And I think just taking the time to be with yourself. Like there are some times where I feel like I just need to go, and then there's sometimes I need to like sit there and be like in my silence in the car.
And I think that's something so important that like so many of us don't remember, including myself. But it's true. It's like,
it's hard to rest when you want to like be so productive and you want to get so much done.
And you have so many things to do, and you're like, well, if I had an extra day, but rest is important, because if you're not resting, you're not functioning at your
full capacity.
Yeah, and then you're delaying kind of even more, right? Because then you're kind of foggishly going through things,
and you're not like fully in it.
Yeah.
Like the rest just allows for like creativity and just you to have that energy.
Yeah.
And inspiration.
For sure. So can you give us a sneak peek into one of your most memorable experiences while on the road for work?
I feel like every tour is a little bit different. of course, like, it's a live performance. Anything can happen. So, like,
Can
there's
this
so
one
many.
not count? This one doesn't count as one of her memorable experiences, but it's going to count for one of mine watching her stories.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, like, just seeing them, like...
Just seeing her stories is one of the somebody in the audience jumped on the stage and you guys just kept dancing as if like nothing was going on.
Yeah, I mean, that I feel like happens. It doesn't happen often, but like it definitely happens.
But like it's just how everybody's so graceful with it.
You just keep going. You pretend like they're not there. Yeah, those are definitely really exciting shows, you know, because then you got everybody on stage. You got the fan, you got us, you got the performer, and you got the security guard and the production crew. Like, everybody's on stage with you.
Everyone's joining in.
But I feel like that, like, any time that I, like, take a second, because you're on stage, like, a lot of the times, like, you're doing your job, you're so in the moment, you're trying to pay attention to, like, you dancing, the girl dancing next to you, the artist, like, the fans on the side of the stage, like, whoever else is in your space to make sure that, you know, everything's going right.
Oh my God, there's so much that goes on in your minds.
And there's just so much to, like, take into account. Like, you know, we're not just stationary. We're moving all around.
Yeah.
But I feel like when I stand there and I really, like, look out at the crowd, because sometimes, like, it's a crazy amount of people.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I've always dreamed of doing this. So, like, to really, like, stand there and be like, oh, my goodness, all of these people are, like, you know, not necessarily looking at me, but, like,
they're still what? Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
they're
they
there.
are.
And, like, just to be doing exactly, like, what I love, like, it's crazy. So I feel like I have that wow moment all the time.
Wow.
To make your answer. To give you your answer, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And, like what an incredible, like, feeling.
Yeah.
You know? And this did not come easy. It took work, and it took you literally, like, since how old were you?
I mean, I've been dancing since I was, like, 2. Like,
exactly.
We were doing Mommy and Me classes.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not like it was like, oh, wow, like,
yeah,
that was easy. Like, you know, look at her living her, like, she's been working her ass off for this since she was 2 years old, and she deserves to be doing what she loves, but it's also, again, a huge thing that comes into it, the mindset.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think people keep calling you back to do things with them?
Well, there's also the no's. Like, you know, I am like a talent agent, so, like, I do also go through those times of, like, the no's, and, like, that's obviously hard, but you just have to keep going, and it's really, like, this is what I want to be doing, so I'll take those no's all day, every day.
Yeah.
To get that one yes, to get that experience when I'm on the stage, to be like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And do you feel like do you say yes to, like, all opportunities that come your way? Do you feel like you have to say no to anything? Like,
there are, like, I do try to say yes to everything that comes my way, just because I love to perform. Like, I love to be on stage. I love to do new things and, like, work with different people and new people. But obviously there are some things that you have to be like, okay, I can't do this, or, like, I'm busy for this, or yeah, which obviously is another great feeling, but yeah, sometimes you have to say no.
Yeah. Set those boundaries.
Got it.
How do you manage to stay grounded and connected to your passion amidst the constantly changing, you know, landscape, lifestyle, locations that you're, you know, when you're touring?
I think that I try to keep a routine. Obviously it's hard being on the road and, like, keeping up with the routine, but, like, those non-negotiables of, like, writing down what you're grateful for, even if you're not writing them, you could at least think about it. And I try to incorporate, like, some meditation. I do listen to a lot of podcasts. I do, like, listen to just, like, high frequency sounds, you know, or just, like, meditation music to, like, keep me in my zen.
Josh has a third eye.
Yes.
His third eye is, like, beaming.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I do. Make sure I get enough sleep, drink enough water, try to, like, be my best self.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah, like, go to the gym if I can, you know, walk around a little bit.
For sure. Because, like, I feel like when we feel good, we're able to, like do good. You know what I mean? When you're feeling like crap, it's like, meh.
Yeah, it's hard to do anything. And when your mind is like crap, it's hard to do anything.
So that's why, it's super important.
It's even hard.
Besides doing all these amazing things that you love to do for work, what do you like to do on your free time, when you have free time, if you have free time?
I really like to spend time with my friends and my family. I mean, just like hanging out and like bonding, whether it be doing like an activity or just like chilling in the same space as them. And like, I guess that's also like a form of like just like decompressing and like talking. That's also good for the mind. I mean, obviously I do Pilates too. So I like to do that in my spare time. I try to train my dog in my spare time.
Oh
just
my God,
keep
yes.
up with his like skills and tricks and stuff like that.
I saw the little thing that you had got him. Those little like quizzes. You're like finished in 3 minutes.
Yeah, he's so smart.
He's a good boy.
Just like anything I give him, it's either gone in 3 seconds, it's the puzzle's done in 3 seconds, and like it's supposed to last like 20 minutes. I'm like, how is this happening?
Can you just like tell everybody who Cash is? I feel like we keep mentioning, like we know he's your dog, but like
Cash
tell us
is
about
my
Cash.
Pitsky. He's a husky pit bull. He is literally 90 pounds of just pure mush.
He really is.
He seems so scary to everybody because he's like large and just like big.
But he's got like the sweetest eyes and face.
They're like literal human eyes and just like so expressive. You know exactly what he's thinking. He gives you like a side eye if he's a little annoyed at you.
Tell them about the stuffed animal.
Oh my goodness. So so the reason I got that stuffed animal was because I had a peritonsil abscess, which is a growth that happens when your infection feeds off the antibiotic you're taking. So like this like disgusting pus pocket was growing around my throat, closing my airway, and we went to the doctor. Like I was like, Mom, I can't breathe. She was like, you're on an antibiotic, like you're fine. Went to the doctor. They're like, you need to go to the emergency room right this second. And they stuck this huge ass needle like down my throat, took out all the pus, repeated until it was gone. My dad was like, what can we get you to make you feel better? And I lived for animals. Like I wanted a dog so bad. And at the time, like we just didn't have one, like whatever. So they got me this stuffed black dog. We called him Licorice. And Cash has been laying with Licorice. I've had this dog for like 20 years at this point. He's cuddling with this stuffed dog like the last couple of weeks. It's so freaking cute.
He is so adorable. The pictures, do you have any on, like, you don't have any on your feed? Damn.
I don't know. Maybe I do.
By the time this episode launches.
He has his own highlight.
Oh, so go on to Bri's Instagram and go watch the highlight. Because by the time this episode launches, if it's not on there already, it will be on there. And you can look at the adorable, like, it's the cutest thing. It really is. Like, seeing him cuddling with this stuff. And it's not like a tiny dog. It's like it's bigger.
Pretty big, yeah.
Yeah. So it's, like, so cute seeing him cuddling with it.
Yeah, and just, like, him being such a big dog, like, I don't know. It's just so nice. He loves pillows. That's probably why he's lying on it. He's like, it's comfortable. And it smells like you.
It smells like my mom.
Yeah.
Oh, I know we love Cash.
Yeah. But we really love all dogs.
I mean, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Speaking of loving all dogs, now this is a shameless little plug we're going to put in here.
Do it.
June 4th,
yeah.
Come to Absolute. We're going to be, well, get your tickets first before you come there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're paying more at the door, so.
Yeah, get those
But
tickets.
we're doing a rescue event we're raising money for my friend's dog, who is so I'm going to give a little brief story about Luke real quick. So he was neglected by the vet. He was hit by a car.
No.
And I guess the first vet that I guess they brought him to was negligent or whatever like the right term is. I'm pretty sure it's negligence. And they amputated his 2 front legs, and long story short, my friend adopted him and he needs a wheelchair to help him get around, because right now he really does a great job. He's so cute. He like wobbles around and he's doing his thing, but like obviously comfortably for him in his life. A wheelchair will be super helpful.
Yeah.
Just, and then he could go on longer walks with the other dogs. So Tuesday, June 4th from 6 to 10, we will be hosting at Absolute, and then The remainder of the money that we raise is going to go to the rescue, GWARP. And so we are looking to get some sponsors for that event. We're looking if anyone wants to be a contributing sponsor and wants to be part of it, as well as raffle baskets, and then get your tickets and come support. But everything counts. Everything is going to be donated to them. Our goal is to raise $20,000. So would love to see everybody there. Yeah. Bri was there last year. Not last year. I keep saying last year. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
It's crazy. Flew by. But Bri was there 2 years ago handing out the raffle baskets.
Yes. I plan to be there again this year.
And they were huge. Remember, like, you were carrying, like, some of them were, like, so big.
They were. It was really great prizes. Cool, so definitely make an appearance and come.
There because we love dogs.
Yes.
But also, Bri and I are part of a women's networking group in Monmouth County, but we're expanding the committee GNO, and we just have a lot of fun things too that are coming up with that. Bri is the social media guru. She does all of our social media, and how do you feel like? How has it been being part of a networking group, but also just like putting yourself out there too in that way? Because I know you do that for travel too, right? Yeah. You guys do events and
I mean, this is my first year really experiencing any networking groups. And it's definitely a lot. Like, you go there and you have to just, like, be ready to, like, talk, you know? And, like, I am not the type of person that likes small talk. I'd rather have like, deep, meaningful conversations, you know? So I feel like a lot of people are probably, like think that I'm, like, standoffish, but I'm really just more of, like, obviously networking is great for your business, but in personal life, I'm more of, like, I need to trust you before, you know, like, I really develop some relationship with you. So I guess opening up and, like, trying to network more for business purposes is really, you know, it's great. It's definitely out of my comfort zone.
For sure.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like, I mean, it's hard, you know? I'm always like, how do you start this conversation?
Like, hi, I know, and especially like
somebody be like, hey, how you doing?
And of course, like, obviously, like, you might not connect with everybody, and that's okay, that's normal. And so it's like, also, how do you like step? It's like dating, right? Like when you're dating, and who likes the small talk part? Like, hey, how was your day? Like, no thanks. Yeah. I would rather not even, I don't have time to answer.
I mean,
like,
the how was your day is great if it's going to be, like, the actual answer. Not if it's, like, the, you know, good, it was a good day.
Yeah, good, how was yours? You know, like, that's, like, that back and forth, like, nothing, really.
Just a little deeper. I need a little more meaning, you know? So, like, I guess the people that I do connect with and have a more meaningful conversation. Yeah. You know.
You know what's something that might help, too, with when you're, like, meeting new people and it's kind of like, so what got you in your business? Because then I feel like you're kind of getting to know, like, there's something more.
Their business. That's so true.
Like, why did this person start the business? And there's always, like, why did you get into dance? Or, like, why did you get into travel? Like, why did you do that?
Yeah, that's true.
And then you start to, and then they open up a little bit more, and then kind of go from there, and then, it helps. True. It just helps keep the conversation going.
Hell yeah.
You know? So this is something I just learned recently, so. Because I feel like the same way, too. Great. Like, I used to be like, where do we go now? Like, hey. Yeah. So what's your business? Cool. What's your business? Awesome. Like, and then it kind of, like, just dies. It's like, no, I want to know, like, like, have that meaningful conversation.
Yeah, like, what's something that happened to you that you know?
What's your favorite part of your business? Yeah. What do you love to do?
Yeah.
What's one thing that you learned this year?
Do you want me to answer that?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, what month are we in? We're only 4 months
only in April.
At this point. Wow. I feel like this is probably cliche, but just, like, trusting your gut. You know, like, you always know. Yeah. Deep in your soul, you know it, and, like, you can feel it. Your body literally tells you, you know? Yeah. Like, if you, I don't know, like, your body tells you, you know? Like, you feel it in your gut, so, like, just go.
And it comes out in different ways, too, right? Yeah. Like, sometimes you get sick, sometimes, or you feel, like,
you just feel things. You have to really take notice of what you're feeling. So trusting your gut and like feel the feelings.
Yeah, for sure.
What about you?
What's something I've learned so far this year? Is that the question? Right? Yeah.
You're like, I didn't want to ask. I'm asking the questions here.
You threw the loop at me. Now I got to think of something. But funny story, I will answer. But not funny story, but fun fact. Bri technically is like my co-host for this podcast. Yeah. But, life is crazy.
Is lifing.
We're both just hustling and stuff, so it's been hard to do that, but having Bri on whenever I can is going to be a thing. So obviously we'll have her on her own show again. But if you ever hear her like here and there on some of these guest episodes, that's why, because she's technically the co-host. But
keep doing this ugly laugh. I'm like, but yeah,
no one can see us. We're not recording this right now. What's one thing I've learned? Something I learned so far this year. Well, I guess I found is my voice, because I've learned I need to use my voice. And
you really do.
Speak my truth. And, for a long time, I'm always trying to, I want to do the best thing for everybody. And then sometimes it just doesn't happen. And then I'm too nervous to share how I feel or say what I need, or in networking things, I don't want to go up and talk in front of everyone because who am I? It's what I mean? I didn't think I could go do coaching because why would anyone want to come to me for a
No.
But that was how I was feeling. So, you know what I'm saying? But it's not true. No. And I can do this. I can say this. I can feel just using that.
Yeah.
Clearing that throat chakra.
And everybody should, you need to use your voice.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody should definitely use their voice. And
if you feel like you've been silenced,
this is your call.
This is your time.
This is your sign.
Yeah.
Use your voice. You really should, in all aspects. And set those boundaries. You know what I mean? You have to protect you, because at the end of the day, you have you.
Yeah.
And of course you want to protect the people that you love too and everything. But just we only have this one body. And if we're constantly saying yes to everybody else and no to ourselves, that's not
You're not honoring yourself. You have to honor
And then you're
yourself.
also showing other people how to treat you.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're so that's something I learned. It's something I feel we're always in the practice on. You always want to, always need to work on yourself. But just really finding my voice was huge. And honestly, patience. Definitely patience.
I feel that's an ever-growing
for sure
practice.
For sure. With the hands.
Yes, patience. With the hands motion.
Yeah, yeah. So, I definitely, again, I don't even know what time it is at this point. Oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. So
8:03.
Bri's had a very long day tell everybody, what did you do today?
I woke up. I went to a rehearsal in North Jersey. I rehearsed for a little bit. We learned choreography and also submitted for a job in the same 2 hours.
Damn,
so very
girl.
quick. I then drove home and started working for the travel agency and came here.
And you're here.
Yeah. It's always I feel that's kind of usually my day-to-day. Wake up, do a little work for the travel agency, Pilates or dance studio, and then throw in the performing here and there. And then the social media, obviously I'm doing that every
throughout
single
the
day.
day.
So,
she's got a busy day. She's got to get home to her boy, Cash.
Yes, and then obviously give my mans a little attention.
Yeah, you got to give your boy some attention. He misses you.
Yes.
He's Mom's been gone all day.
Yeah. It's nice to come home to that wagging tail, the shaking booty.
Happy face.
Yeah.
He always grabs a toy, too. It's so cute.
I know, the displacement, but it's so nice. He's I have so much energy and feelings that I have to grab this toy and bring it to you. That's what it means. They're I love you so much. I don't know what to do with my feelings. That they bring you their toy or want to hold something in their mouth. Yeah.
Why don't you bring me a toy,
cute.
Roman? I'm just kidding. That's so cute. He can't contain his love.
I know.
We love you, Cash. Shout out to Cash.
Yeah.
This episode was sponsored by Cash.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely have Bri on again, solo episodes. But yeah, like I said, you'll definitely be seeing her as a co-host too, here and there when we're together. And just be sure to be following Bri on social media. So Bri, again, where can everyone find you, connect with you? Oh, wait, I do have one more question I want to ask you.
Yeah, go for it.
Real quick. So this is something I heard on another podcast, Lewis Howes. If everything were to be taken away, like all your, like, I guess social, like everything where like you had your presence on. So like any video you've taken, anything that you've done is gone. Mm-hmm. But you can only leave 2 pieces of information for everybody to like either learn or remember. Like, what would they be? Like, what would those 2 pieces of information be? And this is not the exact question he asked. I don't want to do it the same exact way. That's why I'm like...
Yeah. I think that, like we've been saying this whole time, like what you think about, you bring about. So just keeping the positive, like keeping your mind positive and like just, what you think about, you bring about. Like everything you're thinking, you're creating your universe, you know? Yeah. So keep the vibes high, keep the energy going, and just like try to enjoy whatever you're going through. Yeah. So that was one.
I love that.
And then I guess a second one.
Yeah.
I want to say like another quote.
Let's say it.
So like, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And that is something that I've like heard when I was younger, and that's just a quote. It always stuck with me. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And you have to work for it. You know, mm-hmm. You can be as talented and as great as you want to be, but if you don't put in the work, you're not going to see the result. And just too, like, perfection it doesn't exist. Yeah. So your best is your best, and you just have to put it out there, be yourself, and yeah.
That's right. Amen, girlfriend. So now, after I rudely interrupted you, where can everybody find you?
You can find me at Bri Santigate, BriSantigate. That's pretty much on everything. And I just want to say thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy we did this and recorded this time.
We did this back in December.
A few months ago. And we just didn't press record, but we were also like...
It was after we went out for dinner with some drinks, so...
Yeah. I mean,
we did our best.
Yeah.
It was more of a funny one. Maybe next time that's what we'll do.
Yeah, we'll do like bloopers or something.
We'll like take a shot every time we say a certain word.
Oh my goodness.
Could you imagine?
We would have to figure out. It'd be like mindset.
Yeah, it would be. Oh my God, we'd be wasted.
Yeah.
At this point.
Honestly.
I mean, at this point, how many times did we say it for this one?
A lot.
For sure. So, anyways, Bri, I love you. Thank you for being here, and can't wait to have you back on.
Love you, love you.
As today's enlightening conversation comes to a close, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to the incredibly talented, inspiring Bri Santigate for joining us on Real Talk in My Rooms. Bri, your journey is a beautiful reminder that pursuing our passions with dedication and love can lead us down the most fulfilling paths. To our listeners, we hope Bri's story has ignited a spark within you to chase what you love, with the reminder that it's not only possible, but profoundly rewarding. Don't forget to follow us on our social media channels to stay updated on future episodes. Until next time, keep embracing your journey and the adventures it brings. Thank you for listening, and remember to always live authentically and passionately. Let's inspire each other to live a life filled with purpose and joy. Until next time.